Hey everybody, welcome to week 5, our last week of the tax accounting class. So far so good. I got my scenery up here. This is a shot of Ireland, and I just got that up because we have St. Patty's Day this week. So for those anybody who's into the St. Patty's Day thing, I'm a little bit on because I'm a little bit of Irish. My mom was Irish. My dad was here, but I spent as a youngin, I spent a few years in Ireland. This is not the house, but my parents got divorced when I was like, 5 or 6, something like that. And so my mother went back to Ireland, so took me with her and lived in a house, straw roof house here, something like that. This ain't the one, I don't have any pictures, but this is pretty much what it looked like. And so I was over there for 4 years from the time I was 6 to 10, then came back to the States, New York City around 66. I think it was around 1966 or 67, somewhere in there. So anyway, so that's a little more background on me. So that's why the Irish thing. So happy St. Patty's Day to anybody who's into the St. Patty's Day. Okay, a little bit of motivation. School, I do these running things. We may train for peak, a certain race, but running is a lifestyle sport, which gets me back to, you may do prep for your quiz or something, but school is an everyday thing. It's not something you should just do on Sundays. You're paying for this, plus it's something you want to do, and you want to get there. So you just need to, nothing will work unless you do it. So you need to develop those habits, and plus it's something you want to do. So I mean, you're paying for a degree, a diploma. It's what's important about it is that you actually know the material that you've actually paid for. And same thing with people who are going to hire you. They expect you to know this stuff, depending on what it is. So there. All right, so that's that for this week, and then into the course here. I've seen quite a few already turned in most of the assignments and everything, so real good. No things there. Discussion, same things. Those of you that are in there on it, doing real good on the interaction and everything, so no issues there. Coming up here in the last week, we got 2 chapters, chapters 12 and 13. So chapter 12 has to do with the choice of business entity. So we're talking there about different types of organizations, LLCs, partnerships, S corps, and all the differences there. So I mean, I mentioned in this class or other class, when I had my business, I was set up as an S corp initially, and then did some switching to LLCs, and part of the reason that is for liabilities, both tax and personal liabilities. So anyway, that's what this chapter pretty much covers. And then on chapter 12, we get into jurisdictional taxes. A lot in there. There's a lot of jurisdictional issues that's kind of state and local, and then you got multi-local. I know when I lived in Pennsylvania, I was just boggled with the number of different taxes. Like when you did your taxes every year, you did your federal, and then there was like 3 or 4 that things fell under the state. You had the state, you had the local, then you had a parish. You had these multi things in there. So there's all kinds of, depending on where you live at. Um, I think I mentioned this before in one of the other classes, or if you're living in a place like New York City, I mean, the tax rates, and I mean, you're probably paying 40%. Even if you're a low income person, you're probably paying 40% of your income into taxes. So it just depends on where you're at and how many there are. But everything's tax. Even our cell phones, you look on there and it's like, wow, there's taxes on that. So I mean, anyway, so that's what that chapter is about. Um, and then pretty much that's it. So same thing this week. Discussions, the homeworks, everything's the same. And if you're so this is last week, so last video for this course. I'm doing the project management course next month and BA315. So if you're in either of those, I'll see you next month, or if not, then I'll see you in the next term. So that'll do it. So I'll keep this one short. Have a great week. If anybody needs anything, get in touch. Only other thing here is my little test question. You can let me know what I'm holding here, and that way I know you got the test question right. So let me know what I got in my arms there, and that'll do it. So all right, everybody, have a great week, and get in touch if you need anything. Take care.